We'll kick off another podcast here. All right, we're back. Spotify, Applecast. This is the NFL section talk here. We probably ain't got 15, 20 minutes here. We'll get out here. We'll get to rest. Eat some spaghetti here for dinner for halftime. And it's a good game. It's 14-14 right now. 14. Dane, tell us about what's going on, man. We got some surprises. So if y'all don't know scores,
first
and you don't know who's going to be playing each other, don't be surprised.
Let's talk about the one that happened earlier today. We can get into the yesterday.
Okay. So,
Matt, 27-6, Rams are winning. And we're pulling for the Rams. Nothing against Brady, but we're Stafford fans.
Yeah, well, and my reasoning is this, because he's just, I done said it, he eat crap for so long up there in Detroit.
You're ready
literally.
For him to have some.
Man, he's an old Georgia boy, played there. He's a good guy. I mean, he's playing hard. He's got passion. He's got a smile on his face. I'm cheering for Stafford.
But it's 27-6, Matt, and the Rams fumble. Cooper Kupp fumbles. And all it is from then on with the sportscasters and everybody on Facebook is they're coming back. And sure enough, they came back. But then it's like L.A. just started. I mean, they got to intercept. They caused Tom Brady to fumble one time. And then for the first time this year, they snapped it over the quarterback's head for a 30-yard loss. Did you see that?
Yeah.
They missed a field goal late. They had a late hit. Did you see the late hit on Evans?
I seen the one on Brady, and he got his lip busted, and they didn't.
Well, no, they had a late 15-yard penalty on Evans on a 4th down and 14 that they broke up. But they get the ball back with a minute left. Cooper Kupp. Straight down the middle.
What do you have, like 200 a day?
183 on 9 catches.
Amazing. Stafford went through for 366 with 2 touchdowns.
Wow.
He had a great day. We're excited for the Rams.
They are.
They win 30-27 over the Bucs. Brady, 329, Dean. He threw the ball 54 times.
54 times. And Fournette looked like he was running good. I thought they would have run Fournette more.
Well, they threw to him a little bit today.
Yeah.
That may have hurt his rushing numbers because they did throw to him a little bit.
Well, it's considered an upset, but I don't really consider it an upset.
Well, you beat the ex-Super Bowl champs.
Right, you did. But,
and
I mean, you got Aaron Donald on one side. You got Kupp, best receiver in the league. Stafford, most improved player, or the comeback player of the year. It was a great game, but it did go down on the wire. Mike Evans, 8 catches for 119. But our player of the game's got to be. Do you give it to Stafford or Kupp?
I give it to Kupp. And Stafford, because I know him, he would be okay with that because he don't care as long as he's riding that winning boat, man. I'm telling you, Matthew Stafford is tickled pink right now. You couldn't tie him up right now and put him inside a box. I bet he's just nuts. I'm sure he's just excited.
Oh, I know he is because let's move to another game. They're playing the San Francisco 49ers, man. They were not supposed to be playing the San Francisco 49ers.
Well, not in the snow. You figure, I mean, Rodgers threw for 225 yards, but
the snow killed them.
They couldn't finish the game.
The snow killed them. And what are they saying today? Are they blaming it on Rodgers? I'm sure they're blaming it on the coach.
No, it's coaching. Bad play calls. They're blaming it on coaching.
Okay. That's what they always do. Who's that?
All right. 49ers and Packers. Jimmy G, 11 for 19. It wasn't a lot of passing and threw this thing all together.
19 times. Yeah. They had 215 yards of offense, man. One.
Go ahead, continue.
They had 215 yards of offense. Green Bay had 250 yards of offense. But obviously, Matt, the player of the game was Aaron Jones. Look at this. 9 catches for 129 yards. That's out of the backfield, Matt. And 41 yards rushing.
Okay.
But for a back to have 9 catches for 129 yards, have you ever heard of that?
Before we get too deep, Gronk, he had 85 yards. I had to mention the old man.
Oh, okay.
85 yards. I mean, he's the old guy out there catching balls. Almost had 100 yards. Kittle, 63 yards.
But
for the 49ers.
Yeah, he did good. But they only threw for 130 yards. But I thought Aaron Jones. I mean, how do you catch 9 passes for 129 yards out of the backfield?
130 caught and rushed for 40.
Right.
And he played college at UTEP.
Yeah. And, of course, Devontae Adams had a big game. Deebo Samuel had 83 yards, Matt. They said he had a I did not see it, but they said he had a huge run on that last drive where they kicked the field goal and won.
Yes, yeah, he did. Come up the middle, then broke up the side and made a guy miss and got over behind the defense and turned it up. But that's what set up to win the field. They win the game in the last seconds, kick a 45-yard field goal.
I don't much. Matt knows this, but a lot of people don't. Deebo Samuels, they're wide out. They run him all the time.
He's
the leading. He may be the best rushing wide receiver in NFL history.
He's just an athlete. He's like Alvin Kamara.
Yeah, they do everything with him. But technically, they're split in.
Yeah, he's a Kamara type guy to me.
But hey, hats off to Jimmy G, 131 yards, and they win. And I hate that. Well, no, I don't hate it for the Pack. I'm not a big Rodgers fan.
Well, Daddy was always he always liked the Steelers and the Packers and the old teams. And Granddaddy was always a Cowboys fan.
And I don't want to get real into Aaron Rodgers, but come on now, he got mad at his team when they drafted Jordan Love. He don't talk to his parents. He backed up on his religion. I don't have nothing for him, which I don't want to get deep into that, but I just don't. Fine, I'm fine with him losing. I don't pull for him.
That's kind of I'm not a. We got Kansas City fixing to kick 3 here to go up 17-14 right before the half, and then we're gonna get off here. It is what it is. Packers they've had their share of wins.
He plays games with them.
Kind of like the Bucs, they've had their share of wins, and I'm not against Tom Brady at all, but I'm just really more excited for Stafford to finally get a shot at it. And talking about somebody getting a shot, Joe Burrow 28 for 37, 348. He only threw an interception. Jamar Chase had 110, and Mixon had a touchdown. So
Higgins had 96 from Clemson. T. Higgins. Henry held to 62. That was big. That's his first game back. I didn't look for him to hit 100. I just didn't. No, he on 22 carries. They really stopped him, but you would expect that. Tannehill did all right, but he did throw 3 picks.
Yeah, 220 yards.
Did all right yardage-wise.
Yeah.
But 3 picks, but Burrow, 348, Matt, and he overcome 9 sacks. They sacked him 9 times, and they lost. I mean, that's got to be on the interception.
Yeah, it is. When you turn the ball over that many times, it's just, I guess, we'll go back and refer to Coach Austin again. I guess defense wins championships. You just get up there and get after it, and the quarterback, and obviously the offensive line. The Titans had trouble against the Bengals. Why? Because they couldn't run the ball, and their quarterback Tannehill got rushed to some throws, but Burrow gets sacked a lot.
9 times.
So the Bengals' offensive line as well as the Titans' offensive line are not that great. Or both their defensive lines are just good.
I think they're probably both just good. I mean, I'm sure it's a little of both. Obviously, neither one of their lines are bad. I mean, look what they've done this year. But
give up that many sacks and you win the game. Hats off to Joe Burrow, the old cigar-smoking kid from Ohio.
Which stat do you think means more, sacks or interceptions? They had 9, they lost. I know they're different because they're turnovers.
Don't it, when he's sacked, don't those yards off come against him? Go against
the pass. He got sacked 9 times for minus 70 yards.
Okay, so he had 348, so he should have had
270. The team had 278, if that makes sense. It don't go against him. It goes against the team.
Yeah, I remember talking about this. They got to change that.
It should just go against his rushing. They almost, and the NFL's like, well, he can't help getting sacked. So we're just not going to count it against him. But when Mahomes gets rushed, he runs out of the pocket and he goes for 40 yards. Does he get credit for that 40-yard run?
I'm sure you get credit for running. So they got to change that up.
So if you get sacked, you don't lose any yards. But if you scramble out, you get the yards.
That don't make no sense. Bills and Chiefs. 12-5 Chiefs, 11-6 Bills.
Hey, we're pulling for the Bills.
We're Bills Mafia. It's fixing to be. Have they kicked the field goal? We're going to get off.
No, we missed it.
Oh, well, so it's halftime. All right, good.
14.
All right, guys, we're going to get off here.